Freaking the fuck out, Sagittarius. I'm seeing that in your reading this week. So we have the moon and the Nine of Swords here. That is stress and fear. Combined, that is sort of a freak out moment. We are freaked out, afraid. And here's the reason why, or here's what we're afraid of down here. We have the Death card, change. You guys are afraid of change. I think you guys see it coming because maybe you have some recent stuff that's happened or whatnot, but you guys see change coming in the horizon. It freaks the hell out of you. And then here's the why. We have the Seven of Cups, which is, how am I gonna get through this? Like, what am I gonna do once all this change happens? The Knight of Swords is, you're like strategizing, but it's like mulling this over strategizing, and driving yourself crazy thinking. Let's pull Oracle card. So we have the Universal Hexagram coming out with Virgo as our first couple of cards here. This is reversed, by the way, because you could tell by the back of it. The Universal Hexagram reversed is like going the wrong path. It's like the star reversed. It's like, have I strayed off my path? You guys really specifically do not want this outcome. It's like your worst fear. Honestly, it's like your worst fear, your worst possible outcome, and it might just end up happening because of the Death card from before. Now, it also is shocking. You weren't prepared for it, and I'm seeing that with the Uranus and the Mind card here. That is like brain explosion, right? Like that little emoji. That's these two cards together. And then with the hand here, I'm actually gonna have to pull extra cards on the hand because the hand could mean a few different things I'm curious about. Tell me more about the hand. Okay, so Mars came out, the planet Mars, which is, what did I do to deserve all this? Because Mars is action, right? So the question really is, this is what's running through your head. I don't think you guys actually did anything to deserve this. If anything, what I'm getting is a sense of luxury from the Virgo card here. And it could be that you guys have too many expenses, or your life is too luxurious. And that's part of the problem, that's part of the difficulty in figuring out how you're going to recover from changes, considering what your standards are, okay? All right, so we're gonna pull advice and see how you guys can navigate out of this, what you can do about this. Let's see what we get. Advice for Sagittarius. Holy shit. We have the Seven of Swords coming out, the Devil on the bottom, and the Ten of Swords reversed, Ace of Swords reversed. It's like you can't. It's like there's no way to recover. It is, I don't know. I don't know how to get out of it. This is awful. It's almost like there's no recovering from this. There is no way to get around this. All you can do is face it. Okay, so now we're actually getting some useful advice. I pulled a couple extra cards here, and let's take a look. We have the Magician with the Eight of Pentacles. This is the make the best out of what you have, out of scraps, okay? That's the Magician with the Eight of Pentacles. So in this case, and also the Three of Cups here, it's like make the best out of a shitty situation. Do the best you can and make the best. It's like, what's that saying? It's like make grapes out of a, if you can't, wait, something about wine, bad grapes turn into wine, but whatever, I can't think of it. Anyway, so you get what I'm saying here. Now, the Three of Cups here also tells me that there could be people in your corner to help you, with this situation, this change, this fear that you have, and you might even get some advice from people. Three of Cups. Socialization could be helpful. Let's see if we get out of the oracle. Advice. All right, so the message here seems to be about more financial, and it's talking about how you guys aren't gonna lose everything. Because I'm getting the sense that that is part of the fear, is that the change, amidst all this change or whatever the change is, has to do with your finances potentially, you losing some of your finances or that luxury that I was talking about. So we have the 8 with the Moon card. The Moon card here is just talking about your fear again. But with the 8 and Jupiter here, that is the fear of keeping all the things that you have, keeping that luxury. And this is what we're talking about. You can keep that luxury, but it does kind of, the moon here also, it talks about your habits. So you can keep everything you have, but you might have to do your budget. You might have to do a budget. You might have to kind of look things over and get things into order, get things into sort of like a system, in a systematic way, or like into a routine with regards to your finances, if that makes sense. And looking down here, the number 4 is another number for stability, okay? So things, when amidst all this change, your finances are actually going to be okay. And then the number 2 here is interesting because the number 2 is about partnership, and it is about commitment. It is about promises being kept. So maybe, you know, amidst all this, whatever is being destroyed or is being changed, certain things with regards to your finances, certain promises are being kept or certain contracts are being upheld, so you don't have to worry about losing them. On the bottom, we do have Pluto, which tells me we could be talking about a hell of a lot of money. We could be talking about property. You know, if this changes like a divorce, right? And let's say there's a lot of freaking money involved because people have pooled their resources together for years or whatever. That's Pluto. That's a hell of a lot of money and resources that we're talking about, which is thus the fear. Because we are talking about all. Now, let's get some more advice. I'm still not happy about that. Let's see if we can get any more cards here really quick. Any other advice for my Sagittarius? Wow, we have the book. Now the book, this is coming out very budgety right now because this isn't just a book, it's like bills, papers, documentation. It's like getting your finances in order. Maybe see an accountant with that with the three of cups from before, another person to help you with your finances and get things into a routine. In the tower here, this is the Wizard's Tower. It's a good tower and it's about seeing into the future. It's about planning for the future. We're literally talking about a budget. The number 4 is talking about the stuff you have. So your resources, the stuff you currently own. It's like how to actually utilize the resource you own and putting it all down and having it be like very mathematical on paper. I'm gonna say on paper. All right, so I think that's pretty clear cut, Sagittarius. I don't have anything else for you. It might actually take some brainstorming because the bottom card is a 5 here, so it might take some brain power, but you guys can do this and you can keep what you have. You don't have to have feet throughout this. Thank you guys so much for being here. If this video did resonate, don't forget to like the video and follow the channel if you want to come back and see more of these.